What's good, what's Gucci with your air signs? I hope you guys are doing amazing. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Moon, and this is Froggy, our intergalactic friend. He says, hey, what's up? Hope you guys are doing well, taking care of yourselves. So today we got this collective message for the air signs. It may not resonate for every air sign, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's timeless, so it could resonate whenever you're seeing this. And if you like this content, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And yeah, let's get into the message. So, oh guys, this is a really big one this week for the air signs, and I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. Okay, for the first time, I'm actually pulling out. I actually started with this deck, which is a deck that was actually designed by one of my mother's acquaintances, and she gave me the deck to use, and it's this is like channel, like I know some of you guys are from New Zealand and Maori, Māori, so yeah, this is like well, I really relate to it because like I'm Tahitian, so yeah, it's crazy because anyway, I'm not gonna go into it because I don't know how to word it right now. I'm sure you guys, some of you watching this probably know what I'm trying to say without saying anything. But anyway, the first card we got is Mana. Okay, and mana is basically like the energy. If you think about mana, it's kind of think of it as like life force energy, prana. It's like a supernatural force that runs through everything, right? Including the earth, including us. And it's really it's about like just conscious living and taking care of the planet and being of service to people, for the highest good. So yeah, some of you have a lot of power, okay? And I guess you could be kind of called right now to be a little bit patient in how you want to execute your power, because you're coming into like purpose, right? So it's almost like you're about to come into this energy where you know what you're here to do, or you could be expanding on your knowledge of what you're here to do on this planet, okay? And not only that, but it's like you're going to be called to be devoted to it, okay? The angels is something in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit, where you guys may really be, actually surrendering to the higher will, surrendering to your purpose. But right now, it's almost like patience is required because what you're receiving is a lot of messages, a lot of signs, synchronicities from the universe, about your power, about who you are, how you can execute that power. I do get a strong feeling that whoever I'm reading for today, you have a fucking extremely powerful imagination. You could be clairvoyant, but you really nourish and explore the creative aspect of your mind. And I'm seeing that partly it's because you're a star child, but also, for some of you, I'm seeing like your imagination is very powerful because you've been initiated by your ancestors. Some of you guys could have monitoring spirits around you because that little fly hasn't showed up anytime today except now. But yeah, your ancestors in the past, they initiated you into some kind of emotional like training sort of thing. So like you've been through some kind of healing process or like training, right? And you may be a person that witnesses a lot of orbs around you, and maybe you've been seeing orbs or like flashes of light. If you guys are clairvoyant, you'd see them, or like beings on the side of your eyes and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just getting your ancestors has something to do with you clearing like the emotional body of your, I would say, ancestral ego matrix, right? And that pretty much like opened up your imagination. I'm getting some of you could also like to smoke green for some reason, but yeah, like, oh my gosh, like you really are, it's not just now, like you've been tapped into cosmic energy for a little while, for quite some time for some of you. And I'm getting it's all part of like the divine plan. It's all part of your purpose. It's part of what your ancestors have been trying to guide you toward, right? Which is you being devoted to something like that you want to be of service. Okay, so like you're going to be called to be of service in some way, and that strengthens your mana, right? That strengthens your Okay, so let's read this, right? It says, Mana, personal power and sense of self, influence and birthright. So yeah, this is what's coming in for you guys. Like this is just the main theme for the reading. The other card that we got is Karanga. And look at that beautiful symbol. So this is actually representing your calling. It's representing unity and alignment. So you guys, you're the star seeds. Like, it's pretty obvious to me right here that, you know, you guys are here for unity consciousness. You're here to actually assist in the ascension, in the shift. And you know that, like, a lot can be achieved through unity. A lot can be achieved through, like, bringing people together, you know, with the same intention and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like this is about, like, you coming into proper alignment, okay? So maybe some of you have had a lot of ideas from your ancestors, a lot of downloads. You know, they could show you visions and, you know, give you all sorts of tea. And I feel like they could have been doing that, especially over the last week. Some of you may have had some really fucking out there ideas, like really, like, just out there, you know, just out of this world type of energy. And it's because that's what you're here to integrate, you know, into the planet. Because, you know, society and, like, humans, we've completely, I'm not going to, like, affirm it, but, you know, a lot of society and people in the world have absolutely completely lost touch with their true cosmic self. And you know, some of them aren't even aware of that. And it's like, you guys are here to be that bridge in this world, you know. But right now there's, like, something about divine order at play. So things are definitely specifically, like, things are unfolding for you very specifically in a very specific way. So right now you're being called to be sort of patient with whatever you're working toward, patient with the signs and the synchronicities that are coming towards you too. So I feel like it's important to, like, take notes of, you know, the messages that you're getting from the higher realms. So yeah, some of you getting that 1111. Some of you could even be going through a spiritual awakening right now, you know. It's just like, yeah, messages are flowing, like, flowing to you. Look at that waterfall. And they're coming from higher consciousness too, right? For some of you, this is, like, really your higher self. But you see, this is what's required. You being very patient with the signs that you're receiving. Okay, so maybe some of you have been called to, you know, like, you got downloads, but you're called to be patient with them. Because it's about how your purpose is executed. You know, it's important for your spirit team that it's almost like you're, like, their representative or something. You know what I mean? Like, you're representing not just yourself, but you're representing, like, different beings as well. You're representing the whole light worker matrix. You know, like, we're all out here representing each other when we rock up in our multi-dimensional energy, you know. And that's what it feels like this collective is on, you know. It feels like you guys, you know, some of you may have been just going through a healing process. Like, yeah, your third eye is definitely opening up. And oh, like, I'm feeling someone has, like, issues with the throat chakra as well, like issues speaking. So yeah, for some of you, your purpose could be to open up your throat chakra and start speaking, right? That could be something that your soul is telling you to be devoted to. Like, this could be, like, public speaking, but it could also be a bunch of other things. So we'll find out more. But yeah, I feel like for some of you, take this if it resonates, you're kind of at a turning point, right? Where maybe, you know, you felt like you've been in a maze, or things have been getting delayed and things have been complicated, but you know you're on a spiritual quest, right? You've probably had, like, problems to solve in just, like, everyday life and all of that stuff. You could have had issues with a Capricorn or a Aquarius for some of you. But it's like, it's at this point right now, like, whenever you're seeing this message, there is a big shift happening in your energy, okay? But, you know, you've got to be patient and realize that you're at a big turning point, okay? Where there's new possibilities becoming available to you. There's, like, alternative ways of doing things coming to you. And it's just like there's going to be a big moment of truth. So especially for those of you who have been feeling like you don't know what your purpose is, or like, you know, you're a starseed, and you know, like, you've been doing your healing, and, you know, you see the orbs, and you get the downloads, and you know, you're connecting with your third eye, and all of this, right? For those of you who've been feeling like confused about your purpose, or feeling like something's deliberately stepping in the way of your purpose, I'm telling you right now, like, there's a big moment of truth that's about to come, okay? But it's like building up to it gradually, okay? So you're getting like a lot of signs, synchronicities, but then there's just going to be like this one massive, like it's like a freaking big flag, like, waving in your face with a big star on it, and it's like, this is what I'm seeing in my mind, and it's like, that's the purpose, right? That's it. Like, that's the thing you got to do. Go for it. You know what I mean? And be devoted to it. And it's like that thing that you want to be devoted to is about to become very clear to you, even if it's not clear to you right now. It's about to become very clear. Your purpose is about to become very clear to you, okay? Right? And it's like, yeah, maybe some of you've been trying to read between the lines, or like overthink the signs, and like, oh shit, what's 797821117 mean? I cannot, like, someone's Googling, but what's 7179278 mean? You know, like, maybe just over reading into the signs. And that's why I think there's a reason I mentioned earlier, like, it's important to just take note, like, just write them down, you know, whatever's going on, because your ancestors and your spirit team, your higher self, it's giving you little pieces of the puzzle here and there, so that when they bring you this, when they wave that big flag and they're like, okay, you know, this is it, you're going to be able to just see it clearly, right? So you don't need to overthink any of the signs that you're receiving right now, especially for those of you who do find yourself like going through an awakening right now, or in that, you know, type of ego death type of energy. You know, it's like just over examining signs, and like, yeah, like just really looking into stuff, you know. But your guides, they're saying you don't need to do that. Like, you don't need to overthink. You don't need to like look deep into stuff. You just need to be patient and accept that everything is going to happen in divine order. For this collective, it's going to happen in divine order. There is going to be a big direction change, okay? So, yeah, and then pretty much everything's about to be smooth sailing, right? So this is so like, I just feel this nice, I feel this warmth rising inside of me from my stomach all the way up into my heart. There's this warmth inside of me right now, and this is what it feels like you are about to come really into alignment with what you truly came here to do. Okay, so maybe some of you have been playing small, or you've been doing something that wasn't in alignment with what you feel like you should be doing. Don't worry, you know, don't worry, because you're going to get some big sign. Let's see what we can get. Spirit, would you be able to clarify to us, what is this like? You're showing me this big flag, the big star flag. What is this? What is this in relation to? We've got the Nine of Pentacles, so some of you could be getting signs on how to do something independently for yourself, how to be self-sufficient, while also playing out and fulfilling your purpose, you know, strengthening your mana, strengthening your life force energy, right? And this means by doing things for the planet as well. Like, you know, you can strengthen your mana by doing things like going outside and watering plants. Like, that makes your mana points go up is probably the best way to think of it. But it's so much deeper, you know, especially in the Polynesian culture. But anyway, yeah, so some of you're gonna get like, shit, what was I talking about? Like, signs on what to work on and potentially who to work with, okay? This is why patience is required. So yeah, maybe just going out in nature. You know, how would you increase your mana? Going out in nature and picking up rubbish, you know, clearing the lands, clearing the natural lands, like doing things for Gaia, like truly, and just out of the kindness of your heart. Like, yeah, you get mana points for that at the same time. And that's just one way you can see it as a game, you know, but Yeah. So what is this purpose that you guys are coming in? So your purpose is coming in. Yeah, you guys are going to be called to step into a career field or to work on something. You may be called to like lay out some kind of blueprint for yourself, or it's going to just like braid with you, right? Something in your soul, your earth star chakra could be coming up to help you understand how to best to take action forward. So yeah, what else about this purpose? Because some of you are meant to work as a part of a team, or you're meant to have maybe two particular like business partners or like people you work alongside. You know, some of you could be called to work alone as well. So take what resonates. You know, you're really about to be able to see very clearly, like right in front of you, this star, like they're showing me. Again, this star is something that you guys want to do, like for work. Like, isn't that wild that this card came out? And that's exactly what I'm seeing in my mind, in my first eye. It's like looking at this big flag with a star on it. So yeah, it's almost like you're going to be able to see your purpose from a different perspective. But yeah, right now, just taking notes on the signs that you're getting is important, so that you don't become overloaded or you don't overread into things, you know? Like, you could be like really sensitive to energies right now as well, this collective. Like, wow. What else about this flag? So some of you, I feel like you're here to break people like out of the matrix in a way. Like, you are the divine justice. The fact that you exist, you know, it's just like, I feel like some of you may really need to connect more with the earth and just do more for the earth. And you'll feel a lot better. Like, it's going to replenish your spirit, and it's going to like bring you back into your center as well, because yeah, like you're receiving a lot. And it could be overwhelming for some of you. Okay, look at this. I'm telling you, you are coming into spiritual service. That's what all of this is about. This is about how you can best use your talents, skills, and abilities to be of service to the world and to assist in the ascension on this planet. You know, like, each of us have something so unique to offer, and it's almost as if you're about to realize how you can use what you have and what you know to serve others in some way. This may require a lot of devotion. And yeah, this is the card that I was looking for. It's right on the back. Fuck, and my heart hurts. I feel like whoever you are so sensitive, and like your heart hurts when you know people are suffering. Like, it hurts. Like, you know what I mean? It hurts you to know that people are in pain. It hurts you to see people suffering. It fucking, like, it kills you like inside. Like, you genuinely care about the wellness and just like, you care about the wellness of people, you know, the well-being of them, and you care about this ascension. You care about this shift. Like, you care about it with your whole heart. And I really feel like it's just because you are a starseed, you are a star child, and that's genuinely what you came here to do. So some of you, your third eye may be a little bit overactive right now, okay? So that's what I'm saying. Don't overread into signs and stuff. Just go outside and get your mana points up. Okay? Go outside, talk to the trees, hug the trees, play in the grass, talk to the earth, connect with Gaia, right? Do things for Gaia. That is your ultimate mother in this lifetime. Gaia is our divine mother, okay? And she needs us, you know, just as much as we need each other right now. And so we're all here to work together. And yeah, I just feel like some of you are really, really, like, your purpose is to genuinely unplug people from mass consciousness, because I feel like you care so much about doing that. Like, it almost spins your head out, you know? Like, That's what it feels like. But some of you do need to balance your third eye right now, okay? Like, I can feel that. So, you know, if you've got amethyst, maybe getting some amethyst with a little bit of brown in it. If you come across it, it'll find you. Amethyst with a little bit of brown in it, and placing that on your third eye will really ground your third eye, as well as like keep it open. You know, because you don't want to like, yeah, it feels very sensitive and touchy. And I know this won't resonate for everyone, but yeah, you know, you have things you want to do while you're here on the planet. And to be honest, I get this vibe like some of you, you know, you may just feel like you want to get the fuck off this planet and sorry gang, like, you know, if this isn't your message, you don't have to listen. But you know, some of you may just feel like you want to get the fuck off the planet, and you know, like, when can I get out of here? But it's like your guides, your spirit team, your star family are not going to let you go until you do what you came here to do. Like, some of you have this deep like desire to get back to your star family, you know what I mean? And it's very much so real. You know, it's like, I don't want to be here, I want to be with my star family, but they're cheering you on because they know, like, you are the one that chose to come here. Like, you are the one that signed up. You are the one that trained for lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes to assist in this shift. So you're not just going to get out like that easy just because you want to give up, right? Of course, you know, for some of you, you got, you know, your soul tribe, different aspects of your soul that will come through and support you on your journey, you know. And for some of you, you may have walk-ins that come in and support you on your journey. Could be for short periods of time, could be for the rest of, like, you know, your incarnation. But what I'm saying is, these beings, they want to see you just as much as you want to see them. Like, you know, your star family wants to be with you too, but they know you chose to come here. You know, they know you have something that you wanted to do here. They know you have something that you strongly want to finish while you're here. And it's your purpose, right? It's whatever kind of thing, it's whatever you are meant to be devoted to. And it's about to be really clear to you. Okay, like, yeah, look, this just fell on top of the star child. Like, you guys have soulmates, star family that love you unconditionally, okay? Like, and your connection with them is timeless. And there's this infinite love with you all, and you can feel that, right? But yeah, you know, you could be also getting a lot of signs from your star family. Like, some of you could be seeing UFOs, and you could be dreaming about, you know, extraterrestrials and your star family, and flying around to different planets and stuff, right? Being in different ships and stuff. And it's because they're supporting you. So this is what, you know what I realized, like, yesterday? I was just in my kitchen and I was just thinking to myself, you know, spirit guides, like, some people like overthink the whole concept of it because they're guides, right? So, you know, we can tap in with our guides, obviously, if you've got, you know, your channels open and you can connect, right? But it's like, for those of us who struggle to connect with our higher selves and with our spirit team and all that, it's like, sometimes I feel like, you know, there's this like need to get information from your higher self, or this desire to get information from your spirit guides. But here's the thing, they're your guides, right? So just remember, you have this whole life, like, that you're, like, this whole timeline you're gonna live, right? And your guides are meant to come in and be guides throughout your lifetime. They're not meant to be like on the fucking phone 24/7, like, yep, yeah, darling, let us just completely take over your free will and, you know, tell you how to breathe. Yep, take a breath now. Yep, breathe out now. Like, we can't be that codependent on our guides, you know? They don't want us to be codependent on them. They want us to understand the power of our free will, you know? They don't want to take that away from you, because you are the most powerful by being incarnated here. You are the freaking ancestor, like, just being here. And, you know, just, I feel like some of you have these things that you came to this planet to do, and it's like you know, you may feel like you want to give up and stuff around this time, but you got to remember, like, your guides are going to come in and guide you exactly when you need the guidance. You know, they're going to come in and give you a sign or multiple signs, or they're going to give you a dream, or an ancestor will come through and give you a dream right when you need that guidance, okay? Sometimes they'll give you guidance before some type of event is about to come about, or some type of person is about to come in your life. Sometimes they're giving you guidance as warnings about certain events that are coming. So it's just important that we pay attention to the visions and to the intuitive things that we like pick up from our spirit guides and from our higher selves, but not to overthink them, right? To just trust in them and see what say you have a dream, right? And you're like, well, that was interesting. And then you try to like pull it apart and decipher it and stuff. The best thing you can really do is just write it down. You can decipher your dreams, but also you've got to trust like that your guides are going to show up and they're going to show you exactly what you need to know when you need to know it, so that you're aligned on your path the way that your soul is comfortable being aligned on your path. Some of us are comfortable with energies that others of us are not comfortable with, right? Some of us are comfortable with waking up abruptly, whereas some of us want a slow awakening. It depends on what your soul signed up for. And yeah, I was just thinking about that, about guides. Like, they're called spirit guides, right? Like, same way, like, we're all like guides for each other as well. We all like show up for each other exactly when we need each other. It's just like the universe reflects itself and mirrors itself, and your guides do the same for you on a spiritual level. Exactly when it's meant to happen, when it's meant to collide. So, trust that everything is happening in divine timing for you. You don't need to like pull more information from the ether. You don't need to pull more information from your guides. You don't need to get more readings and all this stuff. Like, you know what I mean? You just need to trust and be mindful of the things, of the signs that you do receive. Okay? So yeah, I don't know why all that came out, but that came out. So yeah, gang, you guys could be about to go through a big, some kind of upgrade in your spiritual gifts as well. But some of you may also be opening up to your spiritual gifts and starting to use them and be of service in the world, right? Some of you could end up standing out for your spiritual gifts. But yeah, let's see if we can get a little bit more about this service that you guys are being called to come into. Just a little bit of tea. I don't feel like they're going to give us too much. Exactly. We just got the unpredictable card. Like, it's unpredictable because it's unique for each of you. Okay? And, I just get this vibe that whoever this is for, like, you've been, like, indecisive about, like, what you want to do, how you want to do it. Some of you are definitely here to bring about exposure when it comes to like history. Like, you may want to talk about history, your version of history, or what you know about history, or what you've learned. You could be here to, like, here's the thing. Some of you definitely have a particular that person or persons around you that are trying to silence you. This could be where the confusion is coming from too. They could be trying to control you, or, all of that, just to kind of to test your character and all that. So, if your character's being tested, just be honest with yourself. This is a time to trust your intuition, but not like overthink your intuition. I don't know why, but this is just really important for somebody to hear today, because yeah, your perception, something's about to shift. Okay? And you're really going to be willing. It's almost like when you get this, you see this like flag waving, your guides are going to show you it's going to be a big sign, right? And like maybe someone will point at something and it'll make sense, right? Or maybe someone introduces you to an app or a website, and it's like, okay, this is it. Like, this is the thing that I need to go and be of service to the best of my ability. Some of you could have like something's gonna hit you, and when it hits you, you're gonna feel like, some of you may be called to dig up something from the past that you were working on and start it again, right? Restart. But it's like you're gonna realize there's so much potential, that you have so much potential when you see it, this sign, and the results may be uncertain. Okay, the outcome may be uncertain, but I see that you guys are going to be committed and devoted to disciplining yourselves to learn some kind of new skill or focus your attention onto something, okay, to master something. You know, for some of you, this could even be music, right? Mastering music, mastering your body as well. Like, it's something like that. And some of you are just going to be called to take a chance on showing others that you like the skills that you have mastered, or like the knowledge that you've mastered. Take what resonates. Is like kind of trippy, right? But yeah, you're going to be called to serve. And some of you just definitely need to be a little bit cautious, okay? Not to be scared or anything, but just be mindful, you know, of the people around you that are in, you know, like I said, some of you got people trying to control you, trying to censor you, you know, trying to play mind games with you, all that shit, trying to switch your narrative up of yourself, right? Just be kind to yourself at this time, and be mindful of the energy thieves that are like in competition, that are like crabs in a bucket, right? And they could be quite strong, you know. Some of your enemies, I'm going to call them your enemies for the sake of this reading. You know, some of these enemies could be very strong, you know, very powerful at you know, mind games and suppressing you. But this is what you need to see. Like, this is what's coming. Your ancestors got you, tribe. The universe has got you. Your star family's got you. You are not alone, okay? And even if you feel like you don't know what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to execute it, it's going to make sense. It's going to make sense. And for some of you, it's going to be over the next week, okay? But this could also be forecasted over the next month. And when you get this sign, when you get this, like, whatever they're about to bring to you, you get to go manifest. You get to go manifest and create a big change in the world. So, and that's really what your soul is here to do, you know? Some of you may be called to write. You may be called to speak. You may be called to create, right? You may be called to go out and actually, like, help people physically. You may be called to go help animals. Yeah, you may be called to, like, create programs or build something, you know? And just to manifest. That's what you're going to be called to do. And I just want you to know, like, your ancestors are like holding you like their baby right now. Like, they've got you, and yeah, and they love you so much. You know, they love you guys so much, and they know once this comes in, you're going to be so devoted to it. So you're almost going to lose yourself in it and forget about all that. Oh, I wish I was off the planet, or I wish I was back with my star family. You know how you feel about that, because this is just how I feel someone's feeling. You know, trust them, okay? They've got you, and they're going to guide you when you need the guidance, exactly how you need the guidance. You know, I love you, tribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Let me know if it resonated. Peace.